The United Way knows that donors really want to make a difference in their community. You want to help others, and the United Way wants to be your partner in that effort. The United Way is focused on the bottom line results, the lives changed and the communities shaped. They know that's what matters to you, the donor.
My name is Wayne Rabideau. I'm from Altona Correctional Facility. I've been in with the state system for 22 years. I'm also the chairman for the CFA, which is a State Employees Federated Appeal. I assist with United Way. In this area right now, there's about, I'd say, 8,600 state employees. There's 35 facilities that we represent. There's a lot of personal stories there. If you go around one-on-one to these people, they tell you about what happened to them, what part of their family's been touched. My daughter, she was born with hydrocephalus. She has some disabilities. It changed my life tremendously. Seeing that I have this child with this disability, we needed help. There's other families in this area that need help also, but it helped my family tremendously.
Do you know where it goes?
I'll put it next to it.
Would it come first or second? You got G-E and G-O. What comes first, the E or the O?
E.
Right.
I'll tell you, this area up here is tremendous for caring. They really care about the people of the North Country.
Good job.
High five.
Yes!
She was always a good baby as growing up. She, set in her ways. I mean, she set her mind to doing something and she would do it. Because she was going into high school and she never was fat. She was tiny always. And she started to run, jog, exercise a lot. And I worked, so I really wasn't home a lot. And then she'd always say she was eating and stuff. So, I mean, she was old enough to fix her own meals. So I was just assuming she was eating.
I was taking a shower and I weighed about 78 pounds and I passed out.
I heard this clunk and I yelled to her and she didn't answer, so I went upstairs and she was in the shower, just laid out. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, there was nothing but bones there. And when I picked her up, I bruised her, to get her out of the shower.
December 2001, the 10th, I was diagnosed with anorexia nervosis. When I looked in the mirror, it's not like I saw myself as being thin, but not skinny. I wanted to lose more weight. I didn't really realize how thin I really was.
When they brought her to Four Winds to the hospital there, I fought it because I was they wanted to take my daughter away from me, I was thinking. And then Families First got involved with me and they helped me realize my daughter was sick.
There's a listening and a really, really connecting with another person who is having trouble.
As a team, we had to work out, the emotional, discovering that your child has a mental illness.
I mean, Nevada was near death. And at one point, when she had gone over some monetary caps that we provide for service, and the state was kind of pushing us to discharge her. And we literally had to say, if we discharge her onto the street, she'll be dead within a week.
I didn't know how important nutrition was until I messed my body up. I lost my rectum fell out just last year from taking so many laxatives.
She's had half of her colon removed. Her eyesight's really bad. She has gobs of her hair fall out. I mean, there's a lot. You don't realize.
With family support and with United Way funding, we can really go out and find out what the needs are and tailor them to the families and then provide the services they need. So that flexibility is tremendous, and without support from the United Way, we would have a very hard time providing those.
Each person, has their own little journey. People work as hard as they can and try to overcome all their problems. It's very satisfying to see someone make a change in their life, a positive change. And, that's what I see with them. There's certainly been positive changes.
Without the support of Families First, I don't think I would be where I am today. I want to major in nutrition, and I'm going to Russell Sage College next year. I really look forward to helping other people just like me. I want to work on an eating disorder ward.
I've been with United Way probably about 5 or 6 years. I just finished my second year as a president. Great organization serving people in Clinton and Essex County with 34 different agencies that, through the dollars that are raised through our annual campaign, which this year was over $800,000, which is great from 2 counties of approximately 30,000 people. That's a lot of money. It's never enough. The 34 different agencies, their request every year is twice as much as we raise. So we have to get our allocation committee together and divvy those dollars up for the appropriate agencies. But it's important to let everyone know that there are agencies out there that have people that need help. From the hospice to Red Cross to the Life Flight helicopter. Visually impaired, there are agencies that prior to my becoming a board member, I didn't know anything about. You know, I knew about the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts and Red Cross, all good agencies doing good things for the community, but there were some I'd never heard of. And you don't hear a lot about them because they're out there every day working hard to help people that live in our community. This is an important organization. They're helping people that live in our community that need help. Those dollars go a long way in helping the elderly, the homebound, kids with problems. And those dollars with the payroll deduction, it's $1 here, $1 there, automatically deducted from your payroll. I do it, I don't miss it, and it adds up. It adds up, and those dollars help with our allocations, and that'll go on to our different agencies.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Ba, 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 won't so high, like a diamond with a sky. Twinkle, twinkle with the star, how I wonder what you are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We play and sometimes we do projects. And I'm going to be a teacher.
You're going to be a teacher?
She's very, very smart. And I think that's partially because she's gone here since she was like 14, 15 months old. She's been going to the same daycare, and I feel that she's learned a lot here.
I noticed that her confidence level has increased quite dramatically. She gets to interact with quite a few children, and it's to her it's a school setting. So when we come in, she's going to school. We talk about the fact that she went to school and the types of things that she's accomplished. She goes through and does projects throughout the day that she brings home and we discuss.
I actually drive from Chazy to here and drive all the way to Plattsburgh to exit 36, which is almost 100 miles a day that I do just to bring her here.
It's not easy when you have a job for 9 years at a good pay to go back to starting over again. And it's, the United Way has helped us keep Dusty in this daycare, and it's been beneficial for all of us. Dusty's been at this daycare since he was 2 months old, and I couldn't imagine being 3 years old having to have him start in another setting again.
Well, it helps the working parent quite significantly, and the fact that there's a very secure place for the child to go during the day when the parent is going to work. In my case, I have to work, and I don't have anybody at home that would be able to watch Devin. And if I didn't have this place, I would have a very hard time trying to find a provider, a daycare provider outside of this type of setting that would be able to adapt to the schedule that I have with my daughter.
I mean, this makes all the difference to some families.
And you just never know when it might be your time that you're in a situation. I gave $1 a week for quite a few years, and it's just nice to know that, you know, when you need the help, that it is available.
You are my sunshine, you are my sunshine. Make me happy inside so gray. And I won't guess how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
The United Way does not measure results by how much money is raised. They look at the overall impact of the specific areas targeted and the lives and communities improved. When you give to the United Way, you help more than one person or one charity. The United Way is the collective power of people working towards long-term solutions, not short-term fixes.